Hey everybody, real quick. I am on baby duty. Look at this little cutie right here. If you ever wonder why I'm a pretty busy guy, she's the sweet little bundle of joy that accrues a lot of my time, but she's totally worth it. So, anyways, first of all, happy holidays. I'm going to make this pretty quick. I don't want to run over. I know all of you are busy, probably, Christmas shopping on this Saturday or sleeping in, whichever. Jimmy says, it doesn't matter. I got my little chew toy. So I just wanted to talk about an alert from KDP that I got, Kindle Direct Publishing. I've gotten multiple alerts in the past week, and I think that they're changing up their algorithms, and their review team is becoming a little more extensive with what they're screening for. So with that being said, I think I got two of my books blocked on accident. Totally my fault. I wasn't smart. Didn't run the information, the words from the book through Copyscape. Okay, so I kind of just blindly trusted the writers. Well, when I did run it through Copyscape, it turned out that there were 64 results. So I had to go back into the information, and I had to crop out all the crap that had apparently been. Let's see. I hope you guys can see me. You guys see me? I don't know. There's no way of knowing. Okay. All right. I guess so. Hope you guys can see Gemma. Gemma says hi. But Justin Kemperman told me about Copyscape. So I bought, 200 searches for $10, which comes out to about 20 cents a search, maybe 5 cents a search. I don't know. I'll have to math later. I'm not in the mood to math right now. But it's really cheap, so 200 searches, and you can paste all of your content into this tiny little box, and then within 5 seconds, you'll know if there's anything on the internet where they may have pulled up the information and pasted it. So it could have been from a forum, could have been online from a website, it could have been, a wiki or something like that, anything, and it pulls it up. So what I did to get my books through the review process is I had to republish them, and I had to delete all the crap that showed up with results. So I just deleted all that from the content, and then I republished it. And so far, 4 out of 4 of my books have went through this week. So I published 4 books this week. Last week was a total bust on my part because I got caught up with the review team, making phone calls, figuring out how to get in touch with KDP, which I provided the number on our mastermind group. What, Gemma? What, Bugs? You want Chippy? So I provided the number. It's quite a pain in the behind, but if you push hard enough, you'll get through to them. So use that number, then push 0 a few times, and ask to speak to KDP Publishing. Yeah, KDP Books or KDP Publishing. I think it's publishing. If you don't ask specifically for that, then they're just going to send you to the Kindle product customer complaint people, and that's going to get you nowhere quickly, because Amazon makes these tablets called Kindles. I'm sure you already know that, but for some reason it confused me. And they kept sending me to the Kindle review folk, and I'm like, I didn't buy a Kindle. I'm not complaining about a Kindle. I want to talk to somebody from Kindle Direct Publishing. So you have to ask for KDP Publishing specifically whenever you dial that number, and then press 0, which basically all they're going to do is fluff you up. They're going to tell you that they're going to publish your book. If it's stuck in review, it's not going to get published. So don't waste your time. You're going to have to republish it. Okay? You're going to have to change your content make sure that it's plagiarism free, and you're gonna have to republish it. So calling KDP was really a pain in the behind. They told me that they were going to publish my book, never published my book. It took me forever to figure out how to get in touch with them, and I lost probably 3 to 4 days worth of publishing. And you know, I really bit the dust. Not this week, but the week before. And because of that, now my pages read have decreased because I wasn't able to keep up with my momentum. It's okay. I'm still making, you know, between $20 and $50 a day in pages read alone, not to mention my sales. But it's just frustrating whenever I have my books ready and everything. I'm trying to get everything ready for the Christmas holiday. So if you see that after you publish your book, it goes into in review. It says in review, and after about 3 or 4 hours, it doesn't say live or live publishing or live publishing with review or reviews in publishing or something like that. If it stays in review for 3 to 4 hours, then there's probably going to be a problem, and soon thereafter you will receive an email alert from KDP, which means that your book isn't going to get published. And I think they're flagging a lot more books for different reasons, so you have to make sure that your book is squeaky clean. If you're hiring ghostwriters, you got to make sure that it's 100% completely clean. Because I tried to republish one of my books because I got complaints about the grammar in it from the customers, and now it's stuck in review, so it's going to be blocked, and it's my bestseller. So it is definitely frustrating for us publishers. But what do? You just keep pushing. You just keep plowing. You know, you don't quit. You keep pounding. Are you guys leaving now? Okay. Can you grab my Red Bull real quick? It's right here in front of me, but you know.
Gemma May, I love you. Give me a kiss. Give them to me. I love you.
Love you.
Love you. All right, do you need anything else before we go?
Nope.
All right, I'll be back with the rocking gift.
Oh, the rocking gift, huh? Is it more than the gift that I got you?
How much did you spend?
$150. No. It can't be.
Oh, it is.
I'll figure it out while you're gone.
I'm going to turn off my vacation.
Better not forget, because I'm going to check it.
Richard, come on.
So, multiple stumbling blocks. And
Is that you?
profanity.
Huh?
Roof. Can you guys go?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't listen. Richard, it's okay. We'll be in and out. I don't even think I can tell you.
She's excited to see ya.
Gemma
She keeps doing that stiff thing that Ruby was talking about. How she gets excited and then just gets stiff legged.
Hi, baby. Hi. I love you. I love you.
Oh, don't drop that pee.
Don't drop the knee.
Oh, give me that. So, quite a bit of stumbling blocks. I was on my way, like I was publishing 5 books a week, and then they started blocking my books, and I only have like 3 or 4 blocks.
See you later, alligator.
Bye,
Love
all.
you guys.
Bye, have fun. So, only got 3 or 4 blocked, but there was like 4 that got stuck in review, and I tried to keep republishing them, and they would never publish. So it was quite frustrating. but especially with my schedule, so my time is so precious. So whenever I get a book stuck in review, it really pisses me off because it takes me 30 minutes to an hour per book to create the description, create the cover, edit, and then upload it all into KDP, which I like to think is rather quick. You know, I'd like to outsource that eventually, but you know, I'm saving a ton of money by making the covers, uh, and doing the editing, and you know, and so my ROI, my return on investment is up. It's coming in. You know, it's each book costs me about $80, but by now I've made almost 100 bucks per book. So I really can't complain. Everything else is just extra money. So this month so far, I would show you right now, but I'm en route. I have about 210,000 pages read, and I have about 80 sales. So from sales, my royalty is a little over $100, and from pages read, it's about $1,000. So December is going to be my biggest month yet, so I won't get that until February, which I really need that money to keep the business going. But you know, with tighter budgeting on my part, I think I can squeeze through and make it work. So 2016 is going to be a big year. I'm going to keep plowing. I'm going to keep pushing. I want to make my books longer. That way, you know, of course, my pages read. If you notice, my pages read continues to increase because that's really where it's at. To be honest, because of the Kindle Unlimited, and more people are subscribing, obviously, or else the pot won't keep growing. I think it was up to $12.7 million. So amongst us publishers, which I'm more than certain that a lot of people have dropped out since the whole change in July, because they just can't figure out, you know, a way to get those pages read up without publishing a 1,000-page book, which is costly. I mean, to publish a 1,000-page book is going to cost you. It's still going to cost you probably $400 to $1,000 total. And then if you write it yourself, it's going to cost you 3 to 6 months, unless you're like a super fast writer, which is cool if you are. So either way, I mean, Kindle was essentially demanding more value. So you got to give it to them. Give them what they want, or else they're just going to block your books, or your sales are going to be abysmal. So yeah, definitely once you get that alert from KDP, you're screwed. I hate to break it to you, but their review teams really suck. I think most of them are from India. What the review team does, they don't answer the phones. They just simply look through after they do the little. I think they do something kind of like a CopyScape plagiarism checker, and then if anything comes up, then they'll hit you with that alert from KDP. Copyright is important to us. Blah 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 blah. In other words, your book is going to be blocked soon. So congratulations, your book didn't make it through. It got flagged. So they tell you that, oh, we do that randomly at random, whatever, just to make sure that, well, I provided plenty of proof every single time, multiple emails. I'm talking like 10 emails providing proof that I own the books, signed by the writer, and I never got an email in return. That's how terrible KDP, their customer service is. Absolutely atrocious. It's garbage. It's outsourced, and that's the problem with outsourcing things, is the quality. It's hard to control quality unless someone is there to monitor that. So if you are outsourcing a lot of things, make sure your VAs are being monitored, because they're just going to take the simplest, quickest route. It's only, you know, it's human nature to take the path of least resistance. So it's just been frustrating, so frustrating. They won't unblock my books. I've sent them proof. They won't answer my phone calls, unless, you know, I have to have them call me. Then they call me and they fluff me and tell me, oh, it'll be okay, sir. Your book should be published. We do that from time to time. No, they do that whenever your book gets flagged. Okay, and your book's going to get flagged if you change the title, if you change the author name, like if you already publish it and then you try to republish and you change the name or the author or the content, it's going to get flagged, because that just happened to me with my best book. I tried to change the grammar errors in it. I fixed it and republished it, and now it's stuck in review, and it's going to get blocked eventually within, I think I have like 3 more days left. I don't even know if it's still allowed to sell on Amazon right now. It's just frustrating to be provide products, create products for Amazon, and then make it so difficult. It's just unreal. But that's kind of the caveat to that is the fact that that's a higher entry barrier, or whatever you call it. So with that, there's going to be more value. So, and people are having incredible months. Dave Cozille just had a $27,000 month in November, which is unbelievable. That's crazy. 30,000 times 12. That's $360,000. So if he could do this the whole next year in 2016, he's on his way to a $300,000 year from Kindle Publishing alone. Not to mention, all the other teaching, all the teaching he's going to be doing. So kudos to that guy. That's huge. That's really motivating. And his 10 times course is well worth the $27. So if you get the chance, type in davecozille.com and go to 10 times read, download it. It's $27. Already got my money back on it. Definitely. I implemented his strategy and it definitely works. But other than that, keep plowing. Make sure you run your books through Copyscape. It really doesn't take that long. That's why I didn't do it, because I thought it would be too time consuming because my time is so strapped. And that was just an excuse. I should have just ran it through Copyscape before I published the book. Make sure there was 0 results found, for copying, plagiarism, and then sent the book through. They go through a lot faster. Within 30 minutes to 2 hours, my books were live publishing on the Kindle store. So what's over there? What's over there? But yeah, happy holidays, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your families. It was great to see you. Gemma says hi. So if you can't see her, she still says hello, even if she can't talk yet. But she's a big girl. She's getting there. My little sweetheart. Okay? So, happy holidays. I hope you get a million gifts and everything and more, and all the food that you could ever dream of. So, bless you all.